They say you hire me today. Well, how do I show up and work clean tomorrow? You know, how do I get clean tonight? How do I get clean clothes? How do I, do all these things long enough to get enough money in to be able to get them things? No one thinks about that. They're like, oh, get a job. Like, most my reply when someone walks by, get a job, I'm like, you hiring? Like, you offering me a job? Like
something, why the fuck is basketball players, football players, actors, and influencers and shit like that living so much better than the people that fight for the country?
Well, that's easy.
That's
private money being made. These people fought for our fucking country. The government should take care of them. The government should take care of them.
The problem is you get used to it. And that's the hard part. Like, that's sad. Like, you get used to things. And it's amazing, like, things that I don't think about are second nature anymore. Just picking up a cigarette butt off the ground or anything. Like, the common sleeping on cardboard, laying on the ground, anything. Things you wouldn't do before, I don't think twice about now.
We gotta do something about this, and we can't. Why? Why do we don't? For the people that can do it. We can't do shit about it. Y'all have to. For the politicians. Let's do your job. Welcome back to part 2 of episode 52. Like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Social one shine bright. And it's the podcast where we spark blunts of conversation. I'm your host, Wes Hunt. This is my co-host, Big Brother. Let's try that again. This is my co-host, Big Brother and business partner,
Just a God.
And like I said, this is the podcast where we spark blunts of conversation. You know what I mean? Like, so I hope y'all enjoyed part 1, which is why is the homeless problem so bad in America? This is part 2, and this is life on the streets from a homeless man. The words from a host's mouth, from his own mouth. So we're gonna play the clip, and the clip is gonna be from Marcus Conte. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Marcus Conte. Now, I mean, this the content come from. The first content was from Pix 11, obviously. So we're gonna get right into this clip. So like, share, and subscribe, ring up the notification bell as well. Like, subscribe to ETW TV. Follow me on SoundCloud, Instagram, all that jazz, all that call to action. I mean, if y'all get any value out the content, spam the comments, man. I'm gonna do some giveaways. I'm gonna start giving back. Y'all don't want no motherfucking money? Y'all balling, huh? Y'all balling. You know what I mean? Come on, spam the comments. So y'all can beat it. So if I know we're going to 1,000 subscribers, we can do the same thing. Pitch your name. And if you're 1,000 subscribers, take the picture, hit me in my DMs on Instagram, hit me with your Cash App information, and I'm gonna give you some bread. Well, y'all don't want free money, what's wrong with you? So we're gonna get right into this shit, you know what I mean? Life on the streets for a homeless man. Let's get into this clip from content coming from Marcus Conte, like I said. Let's get it.
How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing well. Well, I mean, not exactly well. I mean, I'm sitting out here panhandling, but as well as I can be out here.
You homeless?
Yes, I am. Have been now for almost 5 years.
Are you mostly in New York?
Yes, it's all been in New York.
So where do you stay at night?
Different places. A lot of times I'll stay on the train, actually, like on the E train, because you don't get kicked off. It just goes back and forth, and you can ride, all night long. It's got AC in the summertime. It's got heat in the wintertime. A lot of times I'll sleep just outside in, random places. Just wherever looks good for the night, and then out of the rain, hopefully, or days like this. Sometimes I'll sit and I try to get it up together to get a room for the night. I got a place that gives rooms for $55, and I already put together some money for the day, so I'm trying to put together the rest now to get a room for the night. Because it's Saturday, so at least twice a week, I try to get a room to take a shower, get clean. You can clean up the best you can in the sink and bird bath, but it's not the same thing as taking a shower. So I try to get a room at least twice a week to be able to do that.
So the sign says you were a Navy veteran.
Yes, I am. I joined the Navy in '99, right out of high school. Served 4 years. Actually, really great. Probably one of the best things I did in my life. And then wound up getting out and trying to best way to put it, I got hurt when I got hurt. That's why I got out. And so when I first got out, I became a bartender. And I was working at a bar. Everything was like pretty good. I moved down to Florida. I was working on Fort Myers Beach. Working at a bar at night, restaurant during the day, making good money. Things were great. I was on heavy pain medications though, and after about 2 or 3 years of this, I started to abuse them a little bit. Then after another year of that, I started doctor shopping to get more doctors to give me more pills, and I got caught doing that. So then not only did I lose all the medications I was getting from the VA, I lost the medications from all the other doctors, couldn't get any more, which put me in a predicament, basically losing everything. And then from that, I wound up losing everything, got really low, started messing with drugs, started doing a little stealing, and then went to prison, which is what cost me, basically to lose everything. Now that I got out, I've been out now for a year and a half, but I got out with nothing, no family, no nothing, so I walked out with the clothes on my back, and I haven't been able to pick myself up since. I've been literally stuck, can't get ahead nowhere because...
Have you tried to, no job?
Well, I can walk in anywhere and get a job, but problem is, they say you hire me today. Well, how do I show up and work clean tomorrow? How do I get clean tonight? How do I get clean clothes? How do I, do all these things long enough to get enough money in to be able to get them things? No one thinks about that. They're like, oh, get a job. Most of my reply when someone walks by, get a job, I'm like, you hiring? Like, you offering me a job? But seriously, it's, I could say someone says, all right, you're hired. Okay, well, you're not going to want me to show up to work dirty and smelly, but I can't fix that without money, and I can't get money without work. It's a catch-22. You're stuck in a predicament.
Have you tried any social services?
Well, I get food stamps. Get $150 a month about it, and so it might sound good if you have an apartment where you can eat cheaply at a grocery store, but when you live out here, you gotta buy each meal as it is. That lasts about 15 days, if that, sometimes.
It's hot out here too.
Yeah, well, no, today was really nice. Yesterday, the day before was blistering heat. This is actually beautiful right now. I wasn't minding this too bad. Earlier, I had my book out, was sitting there reading, just.
What are you reading?
Right now, I'm really big into Star Wars novels. Really big. It's hard. I have to wait for new ones to come out now to get ones I haven't read, because I've read everything they've made. So, I'm waiting for new ones. And one of the ones I'm reading now, it just came out, so.
You know who the president is right now?
Yeah, Trump.
Of course. Just testing you. So do you have any plans to get off the street, or?
Well, absolutely. Actually, the funny thing is, today I was actually supposed to be off. Through my counselor, I'm in a methadone program to get clean. My counselors are working with me trying to get off the streets. Well, I got set up with this place called Arms Acres. It's a inpatient program. They were supposed to pick me up today at 9 o'clock. I was ready waiting at the program. 9:15 rolls around, no driver. 9:30, no driver. And finally, I go to my counselor, what's the problem? So we start calling. Come to find out that the driver rear-ended somebody on a VQA. So he's stuck in an accident, asked if he can pick me up on Monday. That the beds, don't worry, it's guaranteed, it's in my name, it's there, it's my spot no matter what. I just wait till Monday. I'm like, all right, that works.
So rehab on Monday.
Rehab on Monday. So, and from there, that should give me, a way to be able to pinion myself to something else. Because while I'm there, I could get on a waiting list to get into another longer-term place. And then from there to something else, and try to piggyback each thing to get myself back to a normal life.
So 5 years of
yeah, it's been and what's weird is it doesn't feel like it feels like it's been like that, but it's rough. You get the problem is you get used to it, and that's the hard part. That's sad. You get used to things, and it's amazing. Things that I don't think about are second nature anymore. Just picking up a cigarette butt off the ground, or anything the common sleeping on cardboard, laying on the ground, anything, things you wouldn't do before. I don't think twice about now.
What would you say to someone I don't know. I think people frown on homelessness.
Hey, thank you, brother. Yes, they do. All I can say is anybody can wind up here. I mean, a lot of people are out here because their own decisions, and they're out here. And while they're out here, a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, they're getting high, they're drunk, they're this, they're that. Try being out here and see if you don't want to get high and get drunk. I mean, realistically, because it sucks so bad out here, anything to take that 15-minute break from your reality, you're going to choose it. I mean, it's that bad.
What about the VA? Does the VA offer you any help?
They do. The problem is it takes forever. The waiting list, forever. Like, I'm on the housing list, right? It takes 18 months to get an apartment. Problem is, every time I go to jail, or I go to the hospital, anything like this, you go to the back of the list. And I ain't been able to put together 18 months straight without getting in trouble or anything like this, because I'm living on the street. You got to do things to get yourself in trouble.
Okay. Sounds good. Hey, thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
And that was a homeless man on the streets. Yeah, I heard it from him, man. It's fucking crazy, like the shit you could get used to. But life on the streets from a homeless man. What did you think about it? What do you think about it? And I'm gonna go first because I know you guys have some shit to say. But one of the things you brought up, and I'm gonna give you the fucking credit for bringing it up, because like, why was he on the street? Come to find out he was a veteran. My whole fucking thing is this, man. Why the fuck is so much people? I'm not laughing at the people that does it, because they're doing it with the right place in mind. Who wants to fight for our country? But why are so much people that fight for our fucking country die, lose limbs, see friends die, put their lives on the line, don't see their family, don't see their kids grow, miss birthdays, miss Christmases, do this, do that, and the third. There's so much homeless of them. Why are they something? Why the fuck is basketball players, football players, actors, and influencers and shit like that living so much better than the people that fight for the country?
Well, that's easy.
That's
private money being made. These people fought for our fucking country. The government should take care of them. The government should take care of them. Hands the fuck down.
That's kind of facts.
Hold
on. Let me cook a little bit. I know you want to cook so bad, but also what I got from this, like, it's real, and I also see him like. She get used to picking up shit from the floor, eating from the garbages, sleeping on cardboard, and he's talking about doing drugs, and I get it. I get it. Like, yo, the fuck, you try being out here and not get fucking hot, but it's a slippery slope. Because you have people screaming. I was homeless, you know what I mean? That got themselves out of it. One of them people is Eric Thomas. He's a great one for us to speak, sleeping in a abandoned business, eating out of dumpsters. Girl, he was homeless as free, he's homeless as fuck. But he got himself out of it, went to school. This is also a choice. I understand why you're doing the drugs, but by you doing the drugs,
also fight a little harder.
Also fucking yourself over. Because there's people in that same situation
who will fight out of
it. Fight out of it, and like I said, sometimes it's a fucking multi-millionaire. I'm not saying to get that big, but to get a house, get a chair, get an apartment, change their shit up. So it's like, I understand, but you still gotta be strong. And
unless you're missing a limb, or unless you're mentally fucked up.
Unless you're missing, you got some kind of disability. That's disability. So it's like, the thing about it is, but stay strong, man. Y'all gotta stay strong. And that's for everybody. It's not people that's homeless, people that's in poverty. And staying tuned for that. That's part 2. I mean, I'm just a little mini series of poverty in America, homeless people in America. We could do this. We have to touch on the situation because, like I said, like being homeless, but nigga, everything's a struggle. Everything's a check. Everything's you watching things, and everything's a come up and lose, go down, and it's like that. It's a roller coaster for all of us. But what's your take on the saying that the horse's mouth, a homeless man? And I'm not just saying that's everybody's situation, but that's a pretty general situation of what a lot of homeless people go through.
Facts. Now, and I know people that's been homeless.
Facts,
you know what I mean? I know somebody right now who's homeless. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's not a veteran. My first take, I have to say, when it comes to the whole veteran thing, not for nothing, I have the utmost respect for any person that will leave and go and fight in another country for in the belief that they're fighting to keep the American citizens.
I wish I was fighting for real, but
you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I believe that.
The belief that they're fighting for the freedom of American people and upholding our rights. It's admirable, the most stand-up thing, and I have a lot of respect for them. You know, so for them to come home, and I don't care whether they lost a limb or didn't lose a limb, but for them to come home and not be appreciated and not be given first None of them first dips or anything, whether a
not
job.
Not just free Dunkin' Donuts or Veterans Day.
Not just a job, but housing and a means of taking care of themselves. Mental health to get themselves back on their feet, to get, you know what I mean, acclimated back to the world, because it's almost like being in jail. They come home, they come back from the service, and they see so much murder, so much killing, and they need to be acclimated. And for them to come home and not be treated with respect is disgusting.
But what about the plight of a regular homeless person?
The plight of a regular homeless person, once again, when you go past. So now you have the veterans. Now you have a regular person may have lost their job, and I'm not talking about people who are lazy, who just don't want to work. Because I've seen that also in a documentary, and he said this is easier for him. So I respect him too. He's not complaining, but I'm talking about the ones who lost their jobs and can't get help in the country that they were born in. You know what I mean? And they have to go live on the streets. When you have migrants coming over here and you're giving them more help and more assistance than you will give these people that were born here, it's wrong. There's nobody that whoever paid taxes in America and lived in America from over 30 some odd years and should not be helped. It's wrong. When you give billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine, not saying that Ukraine people don't need help. I will even go along as far as like what Stephen A was saying the other day when Stephen A Smith was saying. I'm not saying that Israel doesn't need help. I'm not saying Ukraine doesn't need help. But the people that live within America needs help. And if you're going to take our tax dollars to help migrants, our tax dollars should go to help the people that live in America.
Listen, man, I'm not being insensitive, but I'm going to be very fucking direct. And I'm saying I'm not being insensitive. I'm being direct. Okay, yes. I understand the plight of Israel. It's just not Israel. It's all over the fucking
Palestine, Israel,
everywhere. Parts of Africa, parts of UK. But listen, man. Okay, if you want to get involved in poverty and the shit that's going on, everybody, you can find anywhere around the world, and nowhere around the world is perfect. Everywhere around the world got poverty, war, all that shit. Cool. So I'm not degrading the plight of what's going on. But when you have a country that's divided, as we are, that don't trust their elected leaders as it is, mad poverty, mad crime, mad we need help. Not like we got this shit all figured out and we are the land of milk and honey for real.
We are.
We not. So but
we are.
You said America's not a third world nation. For real. Why are we treating America like it's a fucking third world nation?
Absolutely.
Other people don't got the motherfucking resources and shit we do. We do, but the poverty is so crazy. The homeless problem is still so crazy. The wage gap is still so crazy.
Let me ask you a question.
Y'all printing this money. American dollars don't mean shit. And that's not me trying to be a conspiracy theorist. It's like fourth and fifth. Unless it's dropping. They've been talking about it on CNN.
Number two. I think the UK dollar is number one.
No, I think it dropped below. Last time I heard, I think it was like 3 or something like that. But like, I could be wrong. But like, I know it's dropping. So the American dollar sounds to me nothing. Y'all print this fucking money.
Oh, they don't though.
Y'all print that money, man.
Well, no, America don't print the money.
Who print it?
The Federal Reserve Bank spend the money. America don't run the Federal Reserve Bank. The Federal Reserve Bank is a privately owned company. America buys the dollars from the Federal Reserve through bonds. Now, this is how it works.
You ever ask yourself? I haven't touched too much of this because it's a slippery slope. Who's the Federal Reserve?
Oh, the privately owned banks.
I understand that, but who is the Fed? They run every.
Oh yeah, because there's a Federal Reserve Bank in every fucking country. There's a Federal Reserve Bank in every country.
It always leads back to the Federal Reserve, Federal Reserve.
Yeah, because because America will say, listen, how it works is this: America come to you. Yo, listen, man, Wes, I need 30 million to run the economy, and this is just. I'm just talking because you need more than 30 million. I need 30 million to run the economy. They be like, we'll give you 8. Now, understand, you just came to ask for 30. You need 30 printed dollars to run here. That means to spread out the government to the boom, boom, boom. We'll give you 8. What you think that's doing? I say no more because that's another show. You understand what I'm saying? So America don't print the money. They buy the money through bonds. They buy it from the Federal Reserve Bank, who gives them what they feel. Well, we'll give you 10 million. You need 20, we give you 10. You need 50, you need 100, we give you 50. So they keep the balance of the money. So the Federal Reserve could either make America go into a depression.
So that's also what you think about the homeless man, and his thought and his plight of living on the street.
I feel him, because it's not just him. It's all over. Like I said, you nigga. I know niggas is sleeping in the fucking laundromat right now down the block. My nigga, it's all over, nigga.
Life, trains.
You know, it's all over, bro. And, you know, in cars and parks, it's all over, my nigga. So it's getting worse. Another reason why it's getting worse because the educational system upon which we teach our kids is improper for our kids to get jobs when they leave college. They leave them with a fucking delusion, bro. You understand what I'm saying? We moving into AIs and robots, and they still teaching niggas. They still teaching these kids in school shit they was teaching us, nigga.
And the funny part is, like, that's not the curriculum.
The curriculum gotta change.
It gotta get updated.
Or else the kids is gonna come out of school, can't find jobs, and also, it's gonna happen. Also,
I'm not pushing nobody. Anybody want to got college dreams, go to college, pursue your dreams. But I'm talking about statistically. I'm not gonna say the statistics. I'm not gonna say it. I'm talking about you do the fucking research on your own. Statistically, and I know it's over, like around close to 40 or close to 50 or more than 50% of people that get the degrees in college and do what the fuck they went to college for.
Yeah, because you know.
So you're just in debt. You're in debt.
Mm-hmm.
Wasting your time. In that aspect, if you don't use it,
no. You're right. Hit it.
And you're in debt. You wasting your time. And also, like you basically like took time from finding your what could have been your true passion, your
because
true
here's the reality.
Now you're more of on a rush. Like, damn, nigga, I can't use my thing. Now you try to get whatever job it is. Then that's how you get stuck in the job. That's just all a fucking trap for the people. For a lot of people. I'm not saying for everybody.
No, you're not wrong. Because here's the problem. First thing is first. Don't do nothing for money. Do not go to college and take I'm gonna get a degree in this because you think it's gonna pay you a lot of money. You're gonna get fucked. You go to college, try to be a doctor, don't think it's gonna get you rich. If you want to be a lawyer, don't think it's gonna get you rich. If you want to get in psychology or any type of things, you don't need that. You're gonna need schooling. Don't think it's get you rich. For everybody else, get a fucking trade.
Yep.
Get a trade. Be an electrician, plumber.
Both.
Follow your dreams. Go learn how to lay a fucking cement floor because buildings gotta go up. Plumbing gotta get done. Electrical work gotta get done until they get robots to do this shit. Get a motherfucking trade.
That's what the Jews
go work for the fucking city. Do shit like that.
That's what my Jews my pops gave me.
Don't fool yourself.
That's what my Jews my pops gave me too.
It's a fucking illusion.
You know, I follow my dream. That's what my Jews my pops gave. And I follow to this day. And that's why I got a trade. Like, get a trade. I say, there's always jobs and trades. There's always jobs. Always jobs. And any kind of trade you get, that you useful, is always
get the fucking trade. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to do something that's gonna be useful. You know what I'm saying? When a computer could do your job, you're not useful, motherfuckers.
So, yo, I'm gonna wrap this shit up with my thought on the guy from the Life on the Streets is it's fucked up. It's sad. It's almost endearing and inspiring. The fact that like the resistance and resourcefulness of humans. The fact that no matter what situation we're in, we learn how to adapt. But it's also like, how the fuck do we stop this? Because yeah, he may have been a calm one. That's the ones I feel for. That's the ones I give money to. That's the ones I buy breakfast for and shit like that. But then you got the other ones in like in clip one. If you watch part 1 of episode 52, then the other
side of the spectrum.
Yeah, they started spazzing the other side of the coin, and that woman spitting on people and attacking people with crazy shit. So it's like, we gotta do something about this, and we can't. Why? Why do we don't? For the people that can do it, we can't do shit about it. Y'all have to. For the politicians, let's do your job.
Can I say something?
Y'all always come on, hold up. 10 seconds. Yeah, for the politicians, why y'all always go on a campaign? I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm talking for 100 years, and how do people still fall for it? I don't get it. And then people ask, why don't you vote? What the fuck are you talking about? If one election somebody actually did what they voted for, you know what's the closest part to that? And I'm not gonna be liked for this shit. You know what's the closest person to do what he said he's gonna do? Trump. And
that's the fucked up part about it.
I know I'm not gonna be liked for that, but it's super true.
Because here's the thing. The
good and the bad things you want to do, niggas say, John, I'm not gonna lie.
Because the reality of it is this, right? The reason why, the reason why is because politicians are not held accountable when they get into office. That's the why. And not held accountable.
Who's gonna hold them accountable
the people. The people have to hold them accountable.
The people hold them accountable, man. Like, they do. We're gonna get ostracized. We're gonna get divided.
No.
They got defenses against that.
No, I disagree with that.
I'm not saying we shouldn't.
I completely disagree with that. I believe the people need to hold their local politicians accountable because they're going to run for office again. And if they did not do, when they running out there and say, I'm going to clean up garbage, and they didn't do it, you don't vote for them again. If you fucking vote for them again and you put them back into office, you're not holding them accountable. And then they're not. Let me ask you a question. One question. One thing. I gotta. Because, see, the Jews, you know what I'm saying? Jewish people vote. Why? Because they hold their politicians accountable. If you do not hold it, if they don't do what they say they're going to do for them, they don't vote for them again. Listen, you have to hold your politicians accountable.
I understand that, but if you want to be honest with me personally, I'm not saying not to do it. You have to hold them accountable. Do all that. But in my mind, and I say do it. I'm saying do it because what's the choice? Not do it. That's
you have to do it. That's why they work for you.
As they do. But as far as the Jewish community has been doing it, they got their shit a little more on lock and they're a little more
because they're united on their votes. Of course.
And they're united in general. Period. So like, period.
And they're united on how they vote.
And they're united in general, period.
I understand that. But the most key, they're united on it because I work for them. They're not united, period. They're united on their vote. And when it comes to getting what they want, they're united on that front.
I got you, but I understand they're united in period, in general. So of course, they fucking elections will be the same way. So the thing about it is like, okay, in our shit, we vote for our politicians. We're not gonna vote for you. We got to make sure that the thing is we got to start from the root. We got to make sure the next politician coming up, the next 2-3 politicians that's on the board is not sleazy motherfuckers that's not going to do it either.
Absolutely.
The thing about it is like, we don't vote for him, the other one's going to come in, he's going to do it.
Bro.
We don't vote for him, the other one's going to shoot him.
But like I said,
that's the whole point.
If I understand, but like I said, if it works for one culture of people, it will work for us. If we hold our politicians accountable, if we unitedly vote together as one,
like I said,
we can have our. You see, look, I work for you.
We have to go. We have to cut up. We can talk about our time.
Yeah.
So yo, this is episode part 2. Watch out for episode part 3. What is solutions for the America? You know what I mean, that's like, what's the solution part of it? You know what I mean, like, share, and subscribe. You see, we going back and forth. We keep going on. We on the time thing, and I mean, I keep trying to keep it to that time frame. Chosen one, shine bright. Check us for part 2.